Hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bulbacast Game Show. I woke up early on a Sunday morning to record this for you, and I am currently playing the game Don't Wake Up My Wife. I have 4 contestants here with me today who will be competing in an attempt to prove which one of them is the most knowledgeable about the very first generation of Pokemon games.
Contestant number... strange if the game is Don't Wake Your Wife.
Well, that's the game I'm playing. The game you're playing is something completely different. Contestant number 1, hailing from the War Room, it's Darthwolf.
Hey there guys, how are you doing?
Contestant number 2 is one of our graphic artists, CheffofGames.
Hello there.
Contestant number 3, coming to us from Fun and Games in our public Discord server, please welcome Lone Garurumon.
Hey guys, what's up?
And Glik is here as well.
Hey.
Anyway, I'm your host, Bulbagarden's multimedia executive, Magnificent Entertainer. Now, allow me to explain the rules of this contest. I will ask trivia questions pertaining to the specific topic of this round, namely Gen 1 Pokemon games in this case. The contestants will all buzz in by typing the word BUZZ in our handy Discord channel, so there can be no question as to who buzzed in first. The contestant will then have 5 seconds to give an answer to the question. If they get the answer right, they get a point. If they get the answer wrong, the other contestants will get a chance to answer the question. If no contestant has provided the correct answer, we move on to the next question. At the end of the game, the player with the most points wins. Has everybody got that? Then, without further fanfare, let's roll out question number 1. Besides your rival, who and where is the first trainer you can battle in the original Gen 1 Pokemon games?
Who and where?
Glik.
Do we have to say the name? Or, wait, no, Gen 1 didn't have names, so it's just a bug catcher in Viridian Forest?
That would be correct. Glik has answered the first question. Yeah, Gen 1 did not have trainer names. That was introduced a generation later.
Uh-huh. I was like, what is his name? I don't know. Wait, there wasn't a name yet.
Yeah.
Nice
I was just in my mind going through the first hour of the game. Okay, walking, and then there should be it? I think I'm forgetting something. That's way too late.
It sounds so late.
No. Yeah. Like before that you can have 2 rifle battles, but that's it.
Yeah, there are no trainers on routes 1 or 2. It is a little bit strange. Alright, let's move on to the second question. Which space shuttle has its model displayed in the PEWTER Museum of Science?
God.
Glik again.
Well, is it... It's not going to be the Challenger, is it?
That is incorrect.
No. That'd be a bit morbid.
Anybody else care to answer the question?
I would have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
Lone Garurumon.
Apollo 12? Was that a space shuttle?
It's the wrong answer one way or another.
It's a nice guess, though.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the name of the shuttle. It's the name of the mission. Oh.
You tried.
Well, Darth or Chef, you want to try?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
All right, Darth.
I'm gonna guess it's called the S.S.ANNE spaceship.
That is incorrect. Chef?
I have no idea what space shuttles are named, so even if I tried to guess, I would be so wrong.
I'll take that as your answer, and that is the incorrect answer.
What's incorrect?
The answer is it was the Space Shuttle Columbia.
Oh.
You were the closest, Darth. Sorry, you were the closest.
It's the other one that exploded, of course.
Yeah, the other one that exploded. Alright then, let's move on to question number 3. What's the name of Bill's house on the Cerulean Cape?
It has a name?
Yes, it does.
I know, right?
I thought it was just Bill's house.
Well, maybe that's Darth.
Is it Bill's house?
No.
Aw.
What
I was thanking you, Lone.
Chef.
Is it Pokemon Maniac's house?
No.
Okay.
Glik.
Is it the seaside cottage?
Close, but not quite.
Oh.
Lone.
Seaside house?
No, it is not named House. Tough break for everybody. That would be the sea cottage, not the seaside cottage.
You got
Glik,
close there, Glik.
You were also close on the last one, but unfortunately, just there is only one right answer,
Yeah.
which automatically means all the other answers are left.
Yeah. Left behind in the dust.
Yes. Speaking of being left behind, how often does the S.S.ANNE stop in Vermilion City? Glik.
Twice a year.
That is incorrect.
All this
Lone, you buzzed in next.
Isn't it just once a year?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Lone has 1 point, so the score is now Glik 1 and Lone 1, and Darth and Chef have yet to score. All right.
Lone was too fast in that one.
He might have been. Let's see if you can dig this next question. Which two routes does Diglett's cave connect? Chef.
Routes 4 and counting 8.
That is incorrect.
Aw.
Darth, you buzzed in next.
Is it okay. Is it 8 and 2?
That is incorrect. Glik.
Is it 3 and 7?
That is incorrect. If you combine Darth's answer and Glik's answer, you might be close. Lone.
Combining Darth's and Glik's, that'd be like routes 3 and 8, I guess?
I think it's the other way around.
No,
That
wait,
is
Chef said
incorrect.
8.
Yeah.
2 and 7, then.
It's 2 and 7, isn't it?
Could have sworn that said 2 and 7, but now it says 2 and 11.
Either way, we all got it wrong.
So you made Lone give an incorrect answer.
Oh.
Okay, Lone, remember, never trust me.
Yeah, no, never trust me. I always lie. Let's move on to the next question. How many floors does the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town have? Darth.
Is it 4?
No. Glik, you were next.
5.
That is incorrect. Chef, you're next.
Well, Glik gave my answer, so let's go 6.
That is incorrect. Lone?
Is it 3?
No.
Ah.
This is where I pulled the 7 from.
Wow.
Really? 7?
Mm-hmm.
I only remember there being like 3 with encounters, and then there's the ground floor and the top.
Well, 7 is what's written here.
You have the ground floor, the one where you battle your rival, yeah, and then having one with some trainers, then the heal one, then another one with some trainers.
The heal one is like the heal one is like 2-3 floors up there.
Yeah.
And then there's it's separate from the floor with the Marowak, and then you've got the floor with the Rocket Grunts and Mr. Fuji.
Yeah.
7 makes sense to me, but then again,
Yeah.
so would have 5, but that's beside the point.
It just seems so much.
It does.
Well, I mean, it's not like the floors are massively long, which could potentially, and they're all kind of the same theme, so they probably could have taken out a floor or 2 and nobody would have noticed.
Or added 2 more and nobody would have noticed.
Yeah, they probably just blend together in your head.
Yeah.
I feel like if they added too many more floors, people would have gotten, this is just monotonous.
True.
But, that is what it is. So the score is still Glik 1 and Lone 1. Chef and Darth still have yet to score.
So many points in the game.
13 questions total.
Oh.
Alright, so we're about halfway done. The next question is, which city has the greatest population of NPCs? Glik.
Celadon.
That is correct. partially owing to the rocket base.
That's
yeah.
Oh yeah. Fun fact: I was about to answer the same thing, but Glik was just a bit faster to press enter. But I didn't even consider the rockets.
No, just with the warehouse.
But yes, Celadon has the highest population. Glik now takes back his lead with a commanding score of 2 to Lone Garurumon's 1 and Darth and Chef's 0. Alrighty then. Which TM can be taught to the fewest number of Pokemon, and bonus points if you can say which Pokemon those are? Glik.
Soft-boiled can only be taught to Chansey.
Oh.
Do you have the TM number?
Oh, do we also say the number?
I want to say 2.
That is incorrect.
Do we have to say the number?
Lone, I did ask for which TM, yes.
Okay.
Wild number guess. TM number 24, soft-boiled, only learned by Chansey?
That is incorrect. Chef?
Well, I'm also going soft-boiled. Learned to Chansey, but I'm going TM 36.
That is incorrect. Darth?
Oh.
I'll just follow this trend. Soft-boiled, only for Chansey, TM 41.
TM 41 is correct. Soft-boiled is correct. However, you don't get the bonus point because it can be taught to Chansey and Mew.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
41 was actually correct?
Oh, of course.
TM 41 was correct, yes.
Oh my god, that's nice. I'm on the board.
Hey, Darth is on the board.
I like how it just instinctively just followed, Chansey, not even thinking about Mew.
Yeah.
Yes. Mew is technically in the game, even if you can't
It
bet
is.
it.
I'm just surprised soft-boiled was a TM with 2 possible targets. Why?
I'm pretty sure Chansey learns it by leveling up, too, so...
Exactly!
Yeah, Gen 1 had
But-
some weird stuff, like
Gen
Payday was
1
TM.
Gen 1, to be fair, really did not have a lot of move depth. A lot of the newer, better moves were introduced starting in Gen 2, 3, and really Gen 4, in my opinion, is where they started having a nice variety of moves. And, because they increased the number of TMs from 50, you actually had some really, really good moves show up as TMs. But that's just my opinion.
I think Teleport was a TM in Gen 1.
And I agree with any opinion that makes Gen 4 sound good.
I mean...
The thing is, Gen 4 is better in terms of moves, because Gen 4 had the physical special split, which required to give extra moves to the other type. For example, I believe Wood Hammer is a Gen 4 move, which got added because grass needed something physical.
That is partially correct. Wood Hammer is a Gen 4 move. It is a physical grass type move, which debuted in, physical grass types only showed up starting with Gen 4. They did retcon moves like Razor Leaf and Leaf Blade to be physical.
Leaf Blade is also an easy example, yeah. But give it more options is what I'm trying to say.
Well, yes, of course. No, but in my opinion, Gen 4, especially because of the physical special split, is when moves really started to expand and take off.
Oh,
But
definitely.
This is not the Why Me thinks Gen 4 is the best Gen cast.
That's just every other cast.
That's every. So I guess that means that next cast I'll have to say it too, or the dessert cast, because spoilers, we're recording 2 more casts after this.
Yeah.
What have I done to myself?
Becoming a head of entertainment.
I know. It's lovely.
Great mistake.
Alrighty. Next question is, where can you interact with an invisible PC?
Oh, I've heard about this, but I can't remember where.
Glik.
Is it in Silk Company?
That is incorrect.
I don't think I've heard about this.
No, me neither.
Anyone else care to guess?
What would make sense?
I mean, sure, I'll make a wild guess.
Alright, Lone?
I don't know, for some reason... For some reason I'm feeling somewhere in Cerulean City.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Chef.
give this a shot, shall we? Let's say Celadon.
Specifically where?
What? Oh,
You know you're on the right track then.
yeah.
3, 2...
Pokemon Center. Because wait,
That
wouldn't
is
have a
incorrect.
piece?
No, there's a
The
visible
Pokemon
piece
Center
in
has a
that one.
perfectly
Yeah.
visible PC. Darthwolf.
Yeah, I said it, then I realized, wait, that should be visible.
Yes, it is visible. Darth?
I'll also say Celadon then. I'm gonna say the Game Corner.
That is incorrect. The answer is the Celadon Hotel, and the reasoning behind it is that building's layout was copied from the Pokemon Center. So even though they removed the sprite, you can still interact with the PC. It's one of the glitches in Gen 1.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
You remember now, how convenient.
No, like in the sense, like it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I remembered hearing about it. I just could not for the life of me remember where it was.
No.
Well, moving on to our next question. The score is still Glik 2, and then Lone and Darth tied with 1, and Chef still has yet to get on the board. So, this next one should hopefully be relatively easy. Which gym leaders give you the Marsh Badge and Soul Badge, respectively? Glik.
Marsh badge is Koga. Soul badge is Sabrina.
Not quite. Next up was Darth.
Soul Badge, Koga, Marsh Badge, Sabrina.
Hey look, Darth scored. Score is now Darth 2, Glik 2, Lone 1, and Chef still has yet to score.
Freaking lag slowing down my buzz.
Same. On my screen, I'm above Darth.
Excuses. This is the fairest way to do it.
True.
Because otherwise it'll just be all,
I mean, you're not wrong.
you know, it'll all be a cacophony of noise to me. Alright. On what day... at least one of you better get this. On what day did Mew give birth, according to the journals in Pokemon Mansion? Chef.
February 6th.
That is correct, and Chef scores. Darth, I am disappointed in you.
I didn't even have the chance to press enter.
Yes. Excuses.
Day, I was like, oh, I'm ready for this. Is it on which day gave Mew? Yeah, okay, press.
Excuses.
Well, at least I'm not a complete failure.
Alright, only 2 more questions, and we have a score. Glik and Darth tied in first place with 2 points, and Chef and Lone lagging behind at a score of 1. It's still anybody's game.
True.
Mm-hmm.
What move in Pokemon Red and Blue can only be obtained by trading a Pokemon that knows the move either from Pokemon Yellow or the Gen 2 games?
Got it.
Glik.
Thunder?
That is incorrect. Lone.
Is it Pikachu?
Yes, the
Pikachu
move
is not a
Pikachu.
move.
The move Pikachu.
Oh, he said move. I thought he said Pokemon.
No,
I said
move.
move.
Ah.
Nope. Any other guesses?
What is that obtainable in
Yeah.
red and blue? That isn't yellow. Well, I know what is, but what move is associated with that? Like, what? I would have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
Alrighty then. We'll,
I mean, just say random moves.
No, they both already gave up.
I could say something, but I know it's not the right answer, so...
Yeah.
You want to try, Darth?
Nah, I'll just skip that.
And Chef,
Yeah.
you're going to skip too?
Yeah.
Alright. The answer is the move Kinesis. Kadabra and Alakazam learn the move in Pokemon Yellow or in Gen 2 and can get traded back, but no Pokemon learns it in Red and Blue.
Huh.
Was it like
Okay.
a signature move of them?
Yes, Kinesis is, or at least was, the signature move of the Abra family, which, considering how bad of a move it is and how generally good of a Pokemon that line is, it's actually a very big disappointment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's an inaccurate, accuracy-reducing move.
I mean, you gotta have some, like, downside to a move that just lowers someone's accuracy.
Do you really?
I mean, the downside is that you can negate it at any time by switching.
Yeah. Did
True.
you really
Then you have
need
to
to
switch for a turning stuff attack.
Isn't it also the downside you can just raise your accuracy, just completely negate the downside of it? Like, wasn't the thing in Gen 1 that if your attack, for example, gets lowered, and your sword dance, you still have a +2?
I don't know, that sounds like something Gen 1 would do. Gen 1 was wacky
Yeah.
with that shit.
It might confuse it, but it's also, I think, with like burn paralysis, if you get burned and your attack gets halved, and you do sword dance, the halving of the burn still is negated.
Yeah.
Gen 1 was also the one where if your Pokemon got frozen, you were dead.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
thawed.
Yes.
And don't even get me started on Rap's attack continues. Rap's attack continues. Rap's attack continues.
Oh, God.
That move, that was the best move in the game. That
Yeah.
any continuously trapping move was just automatic. It was almost an automatic death in those games.
Unless you miss.
Well,
Yeah.
unless you missed, but
I also remember playing Pokemon Stadium, finding Mewtwo at the end, and I just cheesed him, just spamming ice moves, hoping he froze.
that was
That
the
sounds
only way
like
to
you.
deal. That was the only way to deal with Mewtwo. In the competitive scene, whatever little competitive scene existed in general, was pray to God you froze it.
Basically.
It's the competitive meta of Mewtwo and Tauros and, Gyarados?
Yeah.
Were the only
But
three good
Gyarados,
Pokemon.
Starmie, you're forgetting Starmie.
Starmie, Executor.
And even Slowbro was viable because it resisted Psychic and Ice, which were the two main moves of Mewtwo.
Yeah, the meta of Gen 1. Mewtwo, 5 Pokemon to counter
then
your
everything
opponent's
else.
Mewtwo.
Yeah, I mean, Gen 1, there was only one special stat, so if Mewtwo got up in Amnesia, you were doomed.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to our final question. What is the highest level Pokemon the player can battle, and bonus points if you can tell me where you can find it? Oop, that would be Chef.
Listed a level. God.
3, 2,
Level 60
1.
Mewtwo.
Inaccurate. Next up
Yeah.
is Darth.
Is it level 255 Nidoking 3D Forest?
We're not counting glitch Pokemon.
Oh. You didn't say that. I'd assume you were like that mean.
We're not. Yeah, we're not counting glitch Pokemon. I'll let you submit a different answer then.
Sure. So, legit answer then.
Yes.
I'll just say level 70 Mewtwo in Cerulean Cave.
That is correct. Mewtwo is
Damn.
level 70, and you find it in the Cerulean Cave. I believe it's actually called the Unknown Dungeon, depending on the version you're playing. But Cerulean Cave is technically correct. And that means, with a score of 3, Darthwolf had a come-from-behind victory today. It took him over half the game to score, but he did it. Darthwolf is our champion.
I gotta be fair, I like how I won the game by a question about myself.
Yeah, and at the same token, you didn't get the question right about when you
Okay,
gave
okay,
birth.
let's not talk about that. I won the game, it's all that matters.
I was 10 levels off, otherwise I would have had it. Then I would have become first with 2 Mewtwo questions.
I mean, I was also off with forgetting Mew, another Mew Pokemon.
True.
Yeah, well. I mean, this is a trivia game show. You gotta get the answer perfectly right or it's wrong.
Fair.
Yeah.
Them's the rules. I'd say I don't come up with them, I just enforce them, but I actually do kind of come up with them.
Sounds like you.
The perks of being the host, not a contestant. All right, any last comments by our contestants before we finish this episode?
I'm just happy to have scored a point. It's Gen 1 trivia from Abcboy. I'm amazed I got anything right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everyone actually did manage to get on the board. And out of a total of 13 questions, we had 7 answers, so over half the questions were answered correctly.
It's something.
Our team knowledge is stronger than the game.
Yeah. We
Now
beat the system.
The tiebreaker question would have been one that I came up with, and it would have been the exact method for summoning a missing no.
Oh, damn.
Oh, God.
Oh, that is...
Break the game.
God!
That's very detailed.
Yeah.
That is so
Yes,
you, though.
well,
I actually
You
like
know-
it as a tiebreak, because I think how you would probably do it is the one who gets the closest would get the point.
If
just
I had actually
put
had my
everything-
first... If I had my first choice of Pokemon for my avatar and for my banner, it would have actually been Missing No, but I was told that's not technically a Pokemon, so I had to go with Metagross.
Oh, poor you.
I know. I didn't get the awesome glitch Pokemon. All I got was the super killer death robot.
You really like your computer robots, don't you?
Hey, Metagross is a fantastic Pokemon.
Oh, I agree, definitely.
Yeah.
I love him.
But we are getting a little bit off track here.
Yes. Basically.
Thank you to all of you for playing today. And that's all for today's show. As always, I would like to thank the contestants for joining me and to everyone for watching the video. Remember, if you enjoyed watching, to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all next time.
To understand the power that's inside. It's you and me.
ABC, you can't buzz in. You're recording the background audio. And you wrote the questions.
But did he write the answers?
He did.
Oh, that explains a lot.